I've seen a lot of chickens around lately from the chicken riding baby zombie, but I haven't actually seen a chicken riding a zombie. Or no, zombie riding a chicken. I've certainly seen a lot of zombies carrying eggs. This is probably part of the reason why I got so many entities in my area. Because once they pick something up, they won't go away. So, the chickens, they are changing things. But, I also wanted to share with you guys diamonds. Oh, good thing we... There we go, that makes it a little bit safer. Okay, and I've already actually gotten 14 diamonds, but I wanted to share with you this particular set because there's diamonds here. Let's see, we start off with 14, now to 25. If we go over here, diamonds, diamonds, so many diamonds. Let's see, gunk, gunk, gunk. Any more hiding? None more there. Let's make sure that there isn't. Not the biggest patches of diamonds, but still. Still 40 diamonds in one mining trip, and I'm full up, so I'm going to see you guys back at the base. Meanwhile, at the skeleton base, I came back and loaded this stuff. Gotten a lot of... I've just done a little bit of caving here recently, and man, I picked up a lot of iron and coal, which is good things, and replenished some of my redstone. Been using a fair bit of iron. Got a bunch more lapis and stuff though. Anything else? As you can see, I've used up most of my quartz that I had, and I'll show you what I built here in a moment. Just in a little bit here. I thought there was something else I was gonna share. Oh well. Can't recall. Oh, let's do a quick enchant. Wow. Oh yeah, I want to try and get a silk touch shovel, so let's see. Nope. Perhaps a better work shovel than what I currently have. Oh well. It's always kind of difficult to remember what I've done in between the episodes. So this is all finished up, and push it every once in a while, and as you can see, it's pretty efficient. I did set up these quite a bit. These are probably a lot different from what they used to be. I don't think these chests are going to stay here because, as you can see, apparently this section does not get enough light, it looks like, because I have light under this water here and I have light back there, but apparently they're not getting enough light here, so I'm going to need some sort of hanging light source right about here or here. Probably going to have to be an even numbered space. We might do that in a moment. But, oh, I haven't shown you how this thing works. That's okay that they haven't grown. So got these levers set up here. You pull the lever and water comes and pushes it and harvests it. And then you put it back up and you just walk around and you collect everything. Gotta make sure that you have stuff on your bar, though, to be able to replant it. I know seeds are super easy to come by, but I don't really feel like carrying a stack to bring here, so I'm just kind of building up from one seed that I happen to have lying around. Really probably should, next time I go back to a base, the spawn base, get a stack of seeds. But yeah, like, because there's no easy way to replant these plants at the moment, but it does make harvesting a little bit easier, and well, if it makes harvesting easier, then it makes planting a little bit easier as well. Which one do I have stuff in? This one. Should stack up on some more of those again. There we go. Alright. And now, yeah, last episode we did that, and I am awfully fond of it. It looks super nice. But I should show you some of the wiring I got set up back here. This thing is pretty easy. You just have, well, I have to have this set up here to make sure that they aren't connected, so I can only do one side at a time, because I like to have that option, so either this side or this side. I could even set it up so that each one's individual, but I don't see any need for that. So this only takes a redstone signal from the front, I guess, and puts it into the back, outputs into the back, so it won't get impacted by this one if it gets turned on. It goes over here to an inverter, because, oh, well, I guess I'll show you guys what, I don't have any, because if I flip this, this will turn on the redstone signal, and so it'll turn on that. But then it'll power this block as well, which actually turns off this torch, which turns off all of this redstone, and turns off these pistons. And so when the pistons are out, when the pistons are out, it stops the water flowing. See, so right here, the pistons are out and the water is stopped, and like this glass is keeping it in as well. Flip it, pull back, and lets the water flow. And since this is 8 blocks from where it drops down, it flows directly exactly 8 blocks and pushes it. Doesn't go any further, doesn't go any less, and so is good. Let me show you what else I kind of did off camera. I should have shown some of it on camera while I was working on it, but I neglected to. Yeah, I should have really shown a bunch of this on camera, because it took me a little while. So basically I've set up 4 more farms, kind of, because at the back here you can see there's a cactus, and the idea is that the cactus, whenever it grows, it'll get because the cactus needs space around it because it's like slightly wider than 1 block. So once it grows up, it'll pop off, and so there's a chance of it popping off into the stream and then getting put into the hopper. Very small chance, but I don't really use that much cactus at the moment, so as long as it's occasionally drops. So far I've only gotten 1 drop for that in here, and I have it at the back of this other one too. Only 1 in here too, so really not a great chance. So I've got pistons set up here and here as well, and then number of buttons, and there's going to be a floor here so you can't see that eventually. And those are cocoa beans. So you push button, and it's breaks the reeds. Many of them fall down, but I don't really want to put 2 rows of pistons. I don't really care that much. And then pushes them and they break, and many of them fall down here, and many also fall onto the thing. Yeah, if I had 2 rows of pistons, it'd be more efficient. I can always jump up here as well and collect some if I so choose, but it's, again, I don't have a huge demand for it. And then the middle one here breaks the cocoa beans off. And I have to come and replant them because they won't. It's something that you have to replant. And the way this one works is there's pistons on the bottom and on the top. And this took a lot of work to get right. And it would look a lot better if you couldn't see underneath there. But basically, when I push the button, the top ones push down, and then these bottom ones push up. And so it pushes all of these blocks along the back. And cocoa beans can only be attached to wood. So the cocoa beans stay in place because they aren't actually attached to the block. The block will move, but the cocoa bean won't. And when they find themselves next to a block that they can't be connected to, they'll just drop off. And so yeah, that's the principle of how that works. Although I don't really need that many cocoa beans. Although we should do some baking eventually. I've kind of started trying to cover up some of the redstone. I've got a torch above each one to provide a different starting source. These torches beside each other like this won't impact each other, apparently. This one and these ones go to inverters so that they stay off, and this one stays on. Although these pistons aren't actually pushing. Don't ask me to explain that. It's also redstone that doesn't need to be there anymore. And I had kind of broke back into this cave that I hadn't fully explored, so that set me off into the caving. This does not need to be there. Yeah, so, well, like this one, so that's the middle button. It comes, so when you push the button, it turns it off quickly, which allows the bottom, you know what? I don't actually know exactly how this is working right now. All I know is that it works, and I spent a lot of playing around with it to get it to work. But I don't think it's working exactly how it should. Because right now these ones should be pushing down because these ones are powered. But I guess, I don't know. I guess this one gets powered later, after this one gets turned off by the button press. So they push up and this one tries to push down while these ones are still pushing up, so they fail. Because whichever side pushes first gets the full, prevents the other side from pushing when you have something like this. I don't know. What else are we going to do this episode? I don't have any more quartz to build with at the moment, but I am in love with how this place is turning out. It's definitely my best build, in the process of being my best build to date. I have something else to show as well, actually. We run down here and down here. And while I was caving, because I found something else, it's a little ways this way. I managed to dig a path after a mistake going off in that direction. Like, why? I'm sure I should have hit the base by now. It's not really too far away. But while I was caving, I discovered, as you can see coming into the distance, another spawner. Zombie spawner this time. And I kind of stored some cobblestone and dirt here. The rest of this stuff is what was here. Is that the same music disc? Yeah, I got 2 cats now. Saddle, name tag. Is there a bucket in this one too? Yeah, a couple buckets. Well, let's grab this. So we can just wait. You know what's easier? Go pa! Pa! Oh, there we go. And I'm going to collect this mossy stone. Oh, I was going to start recording over here again, but I got distracted by this little drops coming from the ceiling. So apparently there's lava above us. And I don't know quite what the source is. So let's have a look. Come on, out of the way. Oh! Oh. That's kind of dangerous. Oh, it's just a thing like this. To a cave I haven't explored. Ooh, I'll have to keep that in mind. But don't need it for now. Collected everything, only 39 blocks of mossy stone, and we'll be going back. Okay, so just in the nether here, hopefully the volume's not too bad now. Before I go off and mine for quartz, I always get some stuff smelting and then stick around long enough to put in some more, because with a bucket of lava you get about a stack and a half, like 100 items smelted. So I've got 13 buckets here. 2 from that dungeon were just added, and I just kind of slowly build my way out here and pick up lava. As you can see, it's starting to get pushed back a little bit. I don't know if it'll actually stop the lava from flowing, but I think lava flows like water in the nether, so it can flow 8 blocks. Like that one seems to be missing lava now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's flowing from there, yeah. And I don't... Chickens everywhere. I've been trying to kind of get a layout built for this and do some kind of design in the center here. I don't really know how it looks. I suppose I'll add on to it at some point. But I'm so lucky I didn't hit the pigman. He would have tried to kill me along with his... I thought I just saw one down there. But yeah, there's enough around to make life difficult. But we're gonna call this episode here. And I'm gonna go and mine more quartz for our building. And there might not be another episode out until after Christmas, because I'm going to visit some family with my family. I'm really not sure whether I should be killing these guys or not. Probably should be killing them. Just because they're going to keep spawning. And, well, I guess the ones in the nether will die easily enough. Phew. hide somewhere? You just spawn. No one's nether should die quickly enough. Anyways, yes, we're going to call the episode here. I'm going to find some quartz. Next time when we come back, probably after Christmas, I will probably have some more quartz, and we should do an exploration episode soon. I know I said that last time, but we haven't yet. Alright, ta-ta for now. Goodbye forever? No, that doesn't work. Should get a rhyme to end with.